The stretch. Approaching the start. Here they come. They're off with Westburn Magic going right to the lead for Anderson on the outside. His entry mate, Nicholas T. The entry, side by side, and now Nicholas T. will take command a length over Westburn Magic. 2 back to Sidcam, racing third. A length and a half back to King's Run, racing in fourth. A length back to Sky Vision in fifth. Devilkind came away in sixth. Racing in seventh is King Bob. The trailer is Spare Time Wreck off the quarter, 28-1. They race up the backstretch. Nicholas T. on top by 2.5 over Westburn Magic. A length and a half back to third to Sidcam. A length and a half back to King's Run. Racing in fourth. Moving up on the outside is Devilkind for Andy Miller. A length back to Sky Vision. 3 back to King Bob. Your trailer still is Spare Time Wreck. They race for the half. On the inside, Nicholas T. on the outside with a burst of speed is Devilkind. Now they're side by side as he pulls up even, 57-3. They race into the far turn. Devilkind now hard pressed and now clears. It's Devilkind a length around the far turn. Nicholas T. racing in second. Westburn Magic about 3 off the top in third. Moving up on the outside is King's Run for Art Gregory. Top of the stretch, Devilkind by 2. Nicholas T. Westburn Magic looks for racing room. Approaching 3/4. Devilkind leads the way by 2. 3/4, 125-4. 3/16 to go. It's Devilkind out there by 2. The entry right in behind Nicholas T. Here comes Westburn Magic. Devilkind digs down. Miller urging him on. Westburn Magic bearing down on the leader. It's Devilkind and Westburn Magic. Devilkind will win again. Westburn Magic. Nicholas T. the other half of the entry third in 152-3.
There's your result.
Fields off the turn. Lining up. Here they come. They're off. Ladies Cowboy in the middle of the track, showing speed. On the inside, coming away well is Madden. Wicked Mask is there, moving up for early position. Verona Express. They race into the first turn. Ladies Cowboy ahead a length over Madden. Wicked Mask racing third. Verona Express in fourth. A length back to Wimperoo. Racing in fifth. A length back to Lipsy Brown. Racing in sixth. King Direct in seventh. Mighty Fine Magic. Comes Rain Dance CD and Senor Barrio. They're off the quarter, 29-2. They race up the backstretch, and on the outside it's Wicked Mask. On the attack, Ladies Cowboy hold to the inside. Madden right in behind those two. A length back to Verona Express, now off the rail for Morgan. 3 back to Wimperoo. Racing in fifth, a length and a half King Direct. Into the flow, Lipsy Brown is losing ground on the inside. On the outside, Mighty Fine Magic, Senor Barrio, and Ray Dance CD. They're off the half, 58-4. Ladies Cowboy leads the way. 3 parts of length, moving up 3 wide for Morgan is Verona Express. Here comes Verona Express. Quickly up to challenge and now put a neck in front. Ladies Cowboy still there second. Madden on the inside racing third, dropping back after a tough trip is Wicked Mask. Moving up 3 wide around the turn is King Direct. Now they're in the stretch. Verona Express takes the lead. It's Verona Express by 3/4, 128-2. Verona Express out there by 2. King Direct now picks up the chase, dropping back Ladies Cowboy. In between horses, moving up with a rush is Madden. Far outside, Mighty Fine Magic. King Direct now takes command with a 16th to go. King Direct leads the way. Here comes Mighty Fine Magic. In deep stretch, King Direct, Mighty Fine Magic charging. Too close to call. King Direct and Mighty Fine Magic, 2 no's.
Competitiveness. 4 time for speed. Looks like the horse to beat, off 3 wins in a row. But the fact that he is off 4 weeks opens the...
As they approach the start for the third race. Picking up speed. Here they come. They're away and pacing. Far back is Fox Valley Arapahoe. They're off and on the outside. Here's Keystone Royalty. Keystone Royalty quickly to the top of length for Hochstetler. Queen's Bluff came away well in second. Time for Speed up on the rim third as they race around the turn. Bill did it on the inside, racing in fourth. Dutch Sting is fifth. A length back to a horse named Pete, racing in sixth. Flying Prince is seventh. He-She racing in eighth. Silky Flight, and just now Fox Valley Arapahoe has caught the field. Quick quarter, 27-4. They race up the backstretch, and now with an early move. Here comes Time for Speed. Time for Speed takes command. Keystone Royalty reluctant to give up the lead. Takes a little bit out of him. Queen's Bluff racing in third. 2 lengths back to Bill Did It. Racing in fourth. Dutch Sting is underway in fifth. Followed up by a horse named Pete. Flying Prince, He-She, Fox Valley Arapahoe, and Silky Flight. The half-timed in 56-3. The race around the far turn. Fast pace continues. Time for Speed in command of length. On the outside, Queen's Bluff is first up in second. Keystone Royalty right in behind the leader in third. Dutch Sting is poised for Heitman. On the inside, Bill Did It racing along the rail. A horse named Pete. Here comes Fox Valley Arapahoe for Morgan. They're in the stretch. Time for Speed is out there a length and a half, 3/4, 127. It's the favorite. Time for Speed by 2. Keystone Royalty trying to get at him. On the outside, Queen's Bluff racing third, rallying up Fox Valley Arapahoe. In between horses, a late move by Flying Prince. Now a 16th to go. Time for Speed is home free for Anderson. Time for Speed scores the easy victory. Keystone Royalty and Flying Prince in 155. Here they come. They're off with Cafe Racer and Master Miles going for the lead, now joined by Rebel E. Master Miles glides over to the rail and now leads a length over Rebel E. 2 lengths back to Cafe Racer. In third, I Saw Him First came away in fourth. Followed up by Audio Springfield, Baldy Jack, and Distinguished Baron. They're midway off the turn, approaching the quarter. Master Mile leads a length off that quarter, 27-4. And now off stride is I Saw Him First. I Saw Him First is off stride. Master Miles leads the way a length and a half. Taking over second is Rebel E. On the outside, moving up with a rush. Here comes Joe Anderson and Audio Springfield. Audio Springfield goes right on by. As they approach the half, Master Miles back to second. Rebel E in third. Cafe Racer racing fourth. Baldy Jack, Distinguished Baron, and then a gap of 3 to I Saw Him First. They're by the half, 57 seconds. Race around the far turn. Audio Springfield for Anderson by 2. Now by 2.5, 3/8 to go. Master Miles racing in second. Rebel E in third. On the outside, moving up, Baldy Jack. Distinguished Baron is on the move. Cafe Racer far back. And out of it, I Saw Him First. 1/4 mile to go. Audio Springfield leads by 2. It's Audio Springfield by 3/4, 126. Pace picks up a little bit. Audio Springfield under a drive. Here comes Master Miles. Master Miles bearing down. Anderson getting after Audio Springfield. Here's Master Miles. And now Master Miles takes the lead in the final yards. It's Master Miles. A late move by Baldy Jack. Master Miles in front. Baldy Jack close for third. Rebel E may have gotten up for third in 153-3. Top of the stretch as they move into a position for a start, picking up speed. Here they come. They're off far outside with a rush. Micro Plus moving right with them. Fantastic Finale, and on the inside, Fitch Mea Kalua. Micro Plus leads under the wire the first time. A length and a quarter over Fantastic Finale. A length back to Fitchmere Kalua, racing third. A length to San Jose Jeff in fourth. Family Counselor racing in fifth. Trump Park came away in sixth. Cutting Edge racing in seventh. Mossy Creek in eighth. Smoking and Stroking. Clark Gable is at the end. They're off the quarter at quick 27-4. And now driving from the pocket is Fantastic Finale. Fantastic Finale to the top for Anderson. Micro Plus racing in second. Fitchmere Kalua is third. San Jose Jeff racing in fourth. Moving up without cover is Family Counselor. Also on the move is Trump Park. Cutting Edge saves ground. Smoking and Stroking. Then comes Dean McGee and Mossy Creek. Your trailer is Clark Gable off the half, 57-4. Easy second quarter. Fantastic Finale leads the way, and now from the outside, moving up is Family Counselor. 3/8 of a mile ago, Family Counselor, 3 parts a length. Here's Trump Park. Fantastic Finale is back to third, and now moving up and looming large for Morgan is Fitchmere Kalua. They're in the stretch. Trump Park and the white shadow roll takes command. 3/4, 126-3. It's Trump Park. Your leader by 2 off stride. Far back is Fantastic Finale. Trump Park under a drive. On the inside, it's Family Counselor. Fitchmere Kalua gains ground inside the 8th pole. Trump Park on a short lead. Fitchmere Kalua is charging. It's Trump Park. Fitchmere Kalua is driving. Fitchmere Kalua getting up and coming on to win it over Trump Park. Family Counselor in 154. Top of the stretch. They're lining up as they approach the start for the Wendy Skipper Stake, picking up speed. Here they come. They're off from the far outside. Winging it is Delira. Delira with surprising speed in between horses. Oh, what a show. Diamond Sweetie on the inside. In between horses, it's oh, what a show. Now taking back Delira coming through on the inside. Diamond Sweetie. Then a gap of 4 to Anzio's Gypsy Girl. Racing in fourth. A length to Broadway Baby. A length and a half, Chi-Town Gale. 4 back to Fox Valley Phenom. 2 back to Paris in the Morn. A gap of 5 to Luster. 3.5 back, Ideal McKenna Sylvana is far back. 27-3. They're strung out across the backstretch. They race for the half. Oh, what a show. In command of the fractions. A tight length. Diamond Sweetie right on her back. A length back to Delira. Racing in third. 2 lengths back to Anzio Gypsy Girl. And now Broadway Baby angles out for Heitman. Picking up that live cover, Chi-Town Gale. The half, 57 seconds. Easy quarter for oh, what a show. She leads the way a length. Diamond Sweetie right there in the pocket. Broadway Baby inching herself forward. On the inside, it's Delira. On the outside, Chi-Town Gale. Fox Valley Phenom comes on. On the inside, it's Anzio's Gypsy Girl. Luster moving up from far back. They're in the stretch. Oh, what a show. By 3/4, 126-4. And now the pace picks up. They race for the wire. Oh, what a show. On the outside, it's Broadway Baby. Diamond Sweetie is right there in third. She looks for racing room. Chi-Town Gale racing in fourth. Oh, what a show. Under attack. Broadway Baby is coming on. Here comes Diamond Sweetie on the inside. Oh, what a show. Diamond Sweetie on the outside. May have gotten up over. Oh, what a show. A tight finish in the Wendy Skipper. 154-2. Here's your 6th race top down. 8-7-1. Here they come. They're off. Far outside, Broadway Jazz firing out for the lead. In between horses, here's Almost Alpo and Morgan. Almost Alpo On the outside, 3/4 of a length, now a length. Gene's Prize came away in second, a length and a half back to Chicago Jazz. Racing in third, right in behind is Broadway Jazz. Then a gap of 5 or 6 to DJ's Dream. In behind him, My Biscuits Are Burning, Sycott, Done Got Lucky, and Can Cam. Off the quarter, a quick 27-1. They're in 2 tiers. The top 4 headed up by Almost Alpo. Gene's Prize. Right in behind second, here comes Chicago Jazz for Pinsky. Broadway Jazz is racing in fourth. Still 5 lengths back to DJ's Dream. Sycott is on the move. My Biscuits Are Burning. Pushed back on the inside. Done Got Lucky and Can't Cam. And now off the rail is My Biscuits Are Burning. They're by the half, 56-3. They race into the far turn, Almost Alpo. 3/4 of a length, Chicago Jazz. The challenger on the outside, Gene's Prize. Right there in the pocket, third, Broadway Jazz. Tips off the rail in fourth. On the inside, coming through, DJ's Dream. Sycott. On the inside, Can't Cam. My Biscuits Are Burning. And Done Got Lucky, a quarter of a mile to go. Almost Alpo in command. Almost Alpo by 3/4, 125-3. Rallying up from far back. Here comes DJ's Dream, Broadway Jazz. Down the stretch, Almost Alpo leads, an eighth to go. In between horses, here's Gene's Prize. Broadway Jazz, 3 off the rail, and DJ's Dream with a late move. Almost Alpo, Gene's Prize between them. Gene's Prize getting up over Almost Alpo. Broadway Jazz at 153-1.
There's your 7th race prices, and congratulations to Gene's Prize.
Now they straighten out. Lining up. Here they come. They're off and pacing with Lil Albo. Going out for the lead along with Beowulf. On the inside is Steelhead. Beowulf for Anderson. Takes command of the fractions. A length under the wire for the first time. And now into the first turn. Little Albo racing in second up on the rim. Town Hoss with early pressure. Steelhead racing in fourth. Masterline racing in fifth. They approach the quarter. A length back to Lumpy Limestone. Cam's King, Gleaming Revrack, and Harmony Oaks Paul. They're off the quarter, 28-1. Beowulf leads the way, a length and a half, and now dropping in behind is Town Hoss and Hostetler. A length and a half back is Little Albo. 2 back to Steelhead. Racing in fourth, Masterline in fifth. Moving up on the outside, Gleaming Revrack, and now moving off the rail, Steelhead and Masterline as they approach the half. Beowulf leads. Town Hoss right there in the pocket on the outside. Steelhead inching his way forward. Half timed in 57-3. They race around the far turn. Beowulf leads. Steelhead on the outside. On the inside, it's Town Hoss now moving through in between horses. Masterline as Steelhead racing wide at the top of the stretch. Approaching 3/4. Beowulf leads the way by 2. Steelhead coming on again. 3/4, 126-4. Beowulf shortening stride. Here's Masterline and Pinsky. Far outside, Gleaming Revrack now picks up the leaders. Gleaming Revrack with an eighth of a mile to go. In between horses, here's Little Albo and Miller. Far outside, Harmony Oaks Paul in deep stretch. Little Albo now has the momentum. Gleaming Revrack still there. Gleaming Revrack's off stride. Little Albo wins it. Gleaming Revrack and Harmony Oaks Paul, 155-1. Fields in the straightaway. Now they're picking up speed. They're lining up for the 9th race and approaching the start. Here they come. They're off. Broadway Mariah in the middle of the track. Left hard on the outside. It's Debonair Society, and now Debonair Society glides over to the rail with a 2-length advantage over Broadway Mariah as they race into the first turn. Sunny Freedom came away in third. Fifi's Fire racing in fourth. A length behind is Home Pro Michael in fifth. Gomerwood racing in sixth, 2 back to Double High. In seventh, racing in eighth, Ruffy Guru. On the outside, moving up, Rosebrook Willie. Your trailer anxious Nate RK. They're off the quarter. 29 seconds. From the outside, it's Fifi's Fire now. Home Pro Michael on the offense for Anderson. Fifi's Fire now pulling up even. Home Pro Michael. These two want the lead. On the outside, Home Pro Michael hard pressed to clear, and now does. Fifi's Fire racing in second, length and a half back to Debonair Society. Broadway Mariah, Sunny Freedom, Ruffy Guru heads up the second tier. Off the half, 57-2. Pace picks up. Race around the far turn. Home Pro Michael leads the way on the outside. Here's Broadway Mariah. On the inside, Fifi's Fire. Ruffy Guru poised and ready to strike. Rosebrook Willie right in behind him. They're in the stretch. Approaching 3/4. On the outside, Broadway Mariah now puts ahead in front of Home Pro Michael. 3/4, 1:26 and 4. Broadway Mariah leads the way. Anderson getting after Home Pro Michael. He's fighting back in between horses. Fifi's Fire. Ruffy Guru racing on the outside. A 16th out. Broadway Mariah leads. Here comes Ruffy Guru. Broadway Mariah pulling off the upset. Ruffy Guru and Home Pro Michael 154 and 1. Fields off the turn. They're lining up for the 10th race. Now picking up speed. Here they come. They're off without a chances, and Pilgrim's Fiery going after the lead. On the inside, coming away well, even more better, out of chances. On a short lead, here's Pilgrim's Fiery. And now Pilgrim's Fiery will take command into the first turn, a length and a half over out of chances. Even more better, racing third, Kendall Missile is off the rail and on the move for Larson. Racing in fourth, a length back to Power to Burn. Go off the quarter, 27 and 1. Race up the backstretch. Pilgrim's Fiery out there by 2, out of chances on the outside. Kendall Missile under urging, even more better. Racing along the inside, fourth. Power to Burn racing in fifth. Then a gap of 4 to Toddle in Town. To the outside, Gypsy Falcon, Pink Floyd right in behind him. A length and a half back to Stormic Rain. Your trailer all in line. They're off the half. 55 and 2. Fast pace continues toward fractions by Pilgrim's Fiery. He's on top, a length and a quarter. On the outside, Kendall Missile trying to hang with him. A very difficult trip, out of chances. Along the inside, even more better, Power to Bird is held up inside. On the outside, Gypsy Falcon moving up. Pink Floyd, they're in the stretch. Pilgrim's Fiery continues to lead. Off 3/4, 124 and 2. Pilgrim's Fiery looking to go all the way. On the outside, here comes Out of Chances. Out of Chances, quickly gobbling up ground. Pilgrim's Fiery is game. He's still there on the inside. Even more better, racing in third, rallying up from far back. Stormic Rain down the stretch. Out of Chances, Pilgrim's Fiery. Here comes Stormic Rain between horses. Power to Burn. Stormic Rain is flying. Out of Chances may have grabbed it. Out of Chances, Stormic Rain. Pilgrim's Fiery, Power to Burn. They're all there at the field of 6. All in line. Here they come. They're off. Power on the outside. In between horses. Forbidden Goal. Keystone Throng is there. They're 4 deep. Off stride is Forbidden Goal. Forbidden Goal is off stride and now Power on. takes command into the first turn. A length and a quarter, Keystone Throng. Racing in second, a length back to 04. In third, midway around the turn, Happy Colors. Racing in fourth, Lot of Energy. Back on his gate, but far back, Forbidden Goal. Off the quarter, 27-4. They straighten up the backside. Power On. Leads the way a tight length, Keystone Throng, right there in the pocket. 04 racing third. Happy Colors, unhurried in fourth, and now angles off for Hostetler. He's on the move. Quickly back into the action. Forbidden Goal picks up live cover. On the outside, a lot of energy. Now moving up 3 and 3 out. Go off the half, 58-2. Power On leads. Off stride again is Forbidden Goal. Race around the far turn. Power On, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, it's Happy Colors. 3/8 to go, Power On. Happy Colors, the challenger on the outside. Keystone Throng lurking in the pocket. On the outside, a lot of energy. Winding up. Second over. On the inside, 04 looks for racing room. They're off 3/4, 127. It's Power On, your leader. Power On, out there a length and a quarter. Happy Colors trying to endure a tough first over trip. Keystone Throng still right there in the pocket. A lot of energy, has to do more. 04 is far back. Power On digs down. Porcelli urging him on. It's Power On. Keystone Throng can't get it out. Power On holding on for the victory. Happy Colors a game second. Keystone Throng third. 154-3.
There's your results of race 11 as we go to race 12, exacta on the
Top of the stretch. Field of 10 lining up, and here they come. They're away and pacing. Grab Some Bench out in a hurry along with Legit 2. Far outside, it's King Al, and 4 deep is Do You Believe in Magic? Battle for the lead. Grab Some Bench wins the early battle. Do You Believe in Magic? Carried wide into the turn. Legit 2 takes back third. King Al comes away fourth. On the outside, moving up, Fox Valley Wove Bug in fifth. Park Lane Warrior racing in sixth. A gap of 2 to Electric Shadow. Racing in seventh. 4 lengths back to Holly Hill Hawk. Bojima and Poco Hawk off the quarter. Quick 27-4. Still battling up top. On the inside, Grab Some Bench. On the outside, Do You Believe in Magic? Neither reluctant to give in. Legit 2 right there in third. Moving up is King Al. On the inside, Park Lane Warrior saves ground. Fox Valley Wove Bug's been parked from the word go. On the outside, Electric Shadow, Bojima, Poco Hawk and Holly Hill Hawk, 57-4. Race into the upper bend. Do You Believe in Magic? Now leads a length over Grab Some Bench. On the outside, King Al ranging up for Morgan. On the outside, Legit 2. Lurking boldly for Dean McGee. Park Lane Warrior on the inside. On the outside, Fox Valley Wove Bug, Electric Shadow. They're in the stretch. Do You Believe in Magic? Leads the way. Rough Gate is Do You Believe in Magic? 3/4, 128-3. On the inside, moving through, Grab Some Bench. Here's Grab Some Bench again. Grab Some Bench in mid-stretch. Leads by 2. On the outside, it's King Al. Do You Believe in Magic? Racing in third, Legit 2 in fourth. Park Lane Warrior is fifth. Down the stretch, Grab Some Bench. King Al is charging. Grab Some Bench, holding on. King Al, Do You Believe in Magic? Holly Hill Hawk may have gotten up for fourth to complete the super